Now, how many of y'all that's watching this remember Dino Crisis? I know I do. A unique, underrated Capcom game. Same people behind Resident Evil and all that, and Evil Within. Cool, man. A cool game. I remember when I first played it, I was like, holy shit, I was hooked immediately when I first played the first one. Way back on the PS1. And I actually owned the PS1 at the time. Never owned the PS2 yet. I mean, shit. I think it came out in '99, I think. But yeah, yeah. Part two was more action packed than the first one. You know how horror games go. They tend to go to that. First is really scary, and the second game comes out. They make it more action based and shit like that. But we this is something that's interesting here. The article is by Richard Lee Breslin, and it's from the Game and Bible website, and it's entitled "Dino Crisis Fans Finally Have a New Game to Look Forward to," which is dope. So the game that's coming out is on to the left here, which I'm assuming is to like that does not look like the main character Regina that's on the right with her ass show with her ass facing us. I like that view by the way. Don't like the fact she's almost getting eaten by a T-Rex. So yeah, Dino Crisis was basically a game based off dinosaurs. There was no zombies, no creatures. It was a dinosaur. It was a scary survival horror dinosaur based game, which on paper looks kind of fucking goofy, but execution was awesome. I mean, it looked better at execution than on paper. That's how I can describe Dino Crisis. Okay, so the article says it reads, Dino Crisis, the seemingly forgotten child of Capcom, and a series that fans have longed for. Its triumph returned. In recent years, Capcom has been on a roll with its Resident Evil series, not only with new entries such as Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and Resident Evil Village, but also epic remakes for the likes of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. Yeah, the game is called Dinobreak. Here's a trailer for it here. Yeah, it's called this. That's the cover art there. It's called Dinobreak. So it's going to come on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch on October the 4th, 2023, which is after this vlog here. It's going to be October the 1st tomorrow, so it's going to be on the 4th of October. So if it's after the 4th of October, obviously it's already out by the time you're reading it, watching this. So it comes out October the 1st, the 4th. It says, following the success of recent Resident Evil entries, especially when it comes to the remakes, fans of Dino Crisis hope that it will soon receive the same treatment. In case you didn't know, the first Dino Crisis was released in 1999 and blended the survival horror elements of Resident Evil with the world of Jurassic Park, if you will. For better or worse, over the years, the Dino Crisis series morphed to being more action-oriented. Unlike the first game that started it all, fans' hopes were sparkled by Capcom when a trailer revealed at a PlayStation State of Play event in March 2022 featured a red-haired character that closely resembled Regina, the protagonist of the original Dino Crisis. Unfortunately, fans were left heartbroken as it ended up being Exoprimal, a co-op dinosaur horde game that no one had asked for, probably. Goes on to read, there have been rumors that Dino Crisis is making a return, and fans have been petition for its revival. Sadly, at the time of writing, there is no sign of that happening. If there's one positive take, it seems that modern day Capcom does appear to listen to fans. So we'll be keeping our fingers crossed. So wait a minute, what is it? So this game here is the game that we didn't ask for. It's called Dinobreak. Hmm. Wait, so there's not another game coming out? Rumors of Dino Crisis making a return. I thought it was another game coming out that's like Dino Crisis, but it's not by Capcom. That's what I thought. Okay, it goes on to read. So, what can fans do to until a new Dino Crisis may or may not arrive? Indie developer Dead Drop Studios has it covered with Dinobreak. There we go. Said to be a spiritual successor to its inspiration. Taking a look at the Dinobreak trailer, it looks very old school of the PS1 bygone era and appears to have the classic tank controls. Um, Hold on. Give me a second. Goddamn. I did not mean to fucking play this. I don't believe I pushed the play button. Stupid shit. Okay, moving on. Where was I? Yeah, it looks like the PS1. It has a PS1 graphics, and it has the tank controls return. Okay, it even seems to have its own take on the mercenaries mode. Okay, cool. But I bet some of us were expecting a PS4 graphics or slash PS5 graphics. That'd be, I mean, it would be cool if Dino Crisis does come back, but this game may have to suffice for now. It's called Dino Break. I never had an issue with tank controls. I thought I'd just add that. So let's move it on. When talking to comicbook.com, Dead Drop Studios co-founder Evan Wolbach said, and I quote, with Dino Break, we're answering the massive fan demand for a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. We're thrilled to finally bring the prehistoric survival horror experiences into the future, both for fans who yearn for the retro experience and for newcomers who haven't yet fallen in love with the tense and exciting gameplay this genre has to offer. Whether or okay, end quote. Okay, then the article goes on to say, whether or not Dino Break matches up to Dino Crisis in terms of gameplay, story, and overall quality remains to be seen. Thankfully, we won't have long to find out because Dino Break arrives on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch on October the 4th. So it's an indie game, Dino Break. I'm interested, I'll tell you that. Wow. That's something. That is something. Wow. Well, that article. That's it for that article. I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested in checking it out. Dino Break. Definitely interested in checking that game out. But yeah, that's it for that article. And on to the next one, which I might as well read this too. I'm going to put in the description too. I'm going to try to fit in the description of the title of this article and when I started talking about it. So in case you're interested in this over the Dino Crisis game or the Dino Crisis Light game coming out. it's interesting. I glanced over as I was talking about the last article. It says even the freaks who choose inverted controls can explain why they do it. I can explain why I do it. I prefer it. I prefer it over regular controls. That's why. That's why. I mean, what explanation do they want? I mean, that's why it's interesting because I do play it inverted. I don't play up. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Damn, I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. I pushed the wrong button. So, anyways, yeah, inverted controls. I used to play up, down, left, and right inverted on my games, but now I just have it where the up and down or vertical controls are inverted, not the left and right or horizontal. I mean, I like it. It's like I'm in a flying simulator as far as the camera movement is concerned. I like pushing down for up and up for down with my cameras. I mean, I like the inverted control as long as I can remember. I used to play it up for up and down for down, but I stopped playing it like that. I just started playing the inverted. So this article is by Dan Lipscomb. I think I read one of his articles before. His name sounds familiar. I believe so. Okay, it says it started as a seemingly innocent Reddit question. People who play with the y-axis inverted or the up and down buttons inverted in any game that doesn't involve flying planes. Why? So people are actually questioning why players like me play with inverted controls when it doesn't involve flying. Flying they can accept. They can okay, they don't say nothing about that. But if it comes to the camera and the third person shooter, for example, they wonder why I chose because I'm more comfortable playing it that way. I do not like it the unverted. I don't like it. I just don't like playing it that way. It's about comfort level. That's why I choose inverted. So it goes on to say it is an odd choice given that flying games are the only games that have a genuine reason for choosing inverted. Interestingly, answers flooded in with people defending why they're playing games wrong. It's wrong. Okay, cool. I generally don't care which you use, but I'll poke the bear. Oh, shit. Okay, the article continues. Among the first few comments were people saying they grew up on retro games like GoldenEye, Super Mario 64, and GTA 3 way back in the day, which all use inverted as the default. Nowadays, the standard is the opposite, but one Redditor points out that the easiest answer is I owned an N64. I did too, but that's not my reason to play an inverted. Shit, the Nintendo 64 became history once my mom bought us a PlayStation, but I digress. It goes on to say another comment tried to put it simply by saying you could also ask the question to look down, would you tilt your head forward or back? This was explained further. Tilt your head back to look up. Tilt stick back to look up, which in its own funny way makes a lot of sense. Oh, I would never explain it like that. So he says that his explanation is to look down, you would tilt your head forward or back. You would tilt it back to look up. No, to look down, you would tilt your head forward. Tilt the head back to look up, right? Tilt the stick back to look up. Oh, I get it. Oh, I would never explain it like that. Well, it makes a lot of sense. Wow, that's the best explanation I saw. Any article goes on to say the issue really is muscle memory. Many of the inverted players seem to come from an older era of gaming when stick-based controllers were a relatively new thing and companies were constantly changing the option. Started that way, never bothered to learn the other way around. Oh, okay. Seemed to be a very popular comeback, with another chiming in with, he says, I'm 45 years old. This is a classic setup and I literally can't unlearn it. So basically, if your knees hurt from simply sleeping, it is likely you're old enough to remember a time when this was the norm. No, my knees don't hurt from sleeping at least. If so, I'll be worried about my health. I got minor arthritis. I'm in my early 40s, by the way, but that's about it. Anyway, the article goes on to read, perhaps the best reply to the question is because it's correct and the rest of you are weird sickos. Wow, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say that. He said it's the correct way to play, and the rest of you are weird sickos. That's very direct. Yeah, this whole argument is akin to pineapple on pizza or which direction the toilet paper should hang. There's never a winner. True. People like what they like. Well, that's the end of that article about inverted controls. Wow. Wow. That was something. I pretty much enjoyed the second article about inverted controls. Uh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, my answer would pretty much be simple to the point. Like I said, it's I'm more comfortable playing inverted controls. I mean, I stated that because I always go because I stated that many times in my streams that I always go to options anyway when I before I start a game. That's a habit of mine. I like to toggle with the options every time before I start a game, whether I'm streaming it or not. That's just what I do. Because options, I love options. It's beautiful to have options. And I always make sure my controls are inverted, up and down only, not left and right. But yeah, so that's the end of this screen capture vlog. And look at this guy look at the guy on the fucking right. What a meme. What? Anyways, with that being said, that's why Chromosome signed the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.